Okay, so to start off with, my name is Brenda Skippers, and my book was The $100 Startup by Chris Gilbo. I'm going to go over 7 points on how they relate to my industry. My industry is a bakery, a cupcakery, if you will. The first point is to follow some passions. Not all things you can make money out of, which is true. This relates back to my industry because obviously my passion is baking. The second point is if you're good at one thing, you're probably good at many. So if you feel like you're good at one thing and you don't think that it translates into a business opportunity or something that you can sell, there's often something else that's related to that you can be good at. And the example that they give is this waitress who did really well and made a lot of tips. And she had a customer tell her that she was good at PR because she knew how to sell the restaurant, sell herself, could read what people would like, what they wouldn't like. So that transfers over into my industry because I am good at cooking and baking, and it relays over to that I'm really good at time management. I can cook a lot of things and do a lot of things at once without having an issue. And so the third point is you need to find a balance between work and talk. It's important to develop your product, but it's also important to get your product out there. And you can do that for various different ways. You can talk about it, obviously, with other people. That's kind of like the point. You need to talk about what you're doing. The fourth point is failures and mistakes. He goes over how there's a lot of stigma with failures and mistakes and that there shouldn't be. Because with this kind of business model, the $100 startup, obviously you start with $100 and you're going to make mistakes along the way. And it's okay because they are inexpensive, because it's not like you went out and got a bunch of investors and, you know, invested thousands of dollars into this, and it's not like it's a $1,000 mistake or $10,000 mistake. You can learn along the way and develop new things and new ways to do things as you get more experience with what you're doing. The fifth point is to invest your business after you have success. So do not put, just the way that this book puts it, is not to put all your money in at first. So for instance, my industry is a bakery making cupcakes. So how I would start off with, how I have started off with, is making them in my home and selling them at certain events to my friends for birthdays and things like that. And then once I work up and save enough money, then maybe I'll get a bigger mixer that I can make more cupcakes at a time, or some kind of better tips for frosting. And then, as I make more and more, then maybe I'll invest in a cupcake truck, a food truck. And then once that does well, maybe I'll get a storefront. So you need to work your way up after your business has already had some success. So once you start making a profit, you need to put money back into your business, not to put it all in at first, because then if it fails or if you make a mistake, you could lose everything. The sixth point is word of mouth. A lot of the businesses that he used to write this book as a sample, a lot of them didn't pay for apps. They provided great customer service and relied on word of mouth in order to get more clients and get their services out there. And that's very important as well. The seventh and final point is to choose a lifestyle. He stresses that you don't have to build your company to be this enormous multi-million dollar company. You don't have to scale. You can be as big or as small as you want. So you can um, decide to do a lifestyle where this is your income and you only make, $60,000, $50,000 a year, and you're not interested in getting bigger and being more involved in the management and all that kind of stuff. So you can decide how big or how small you want and what you want to do. And anybody can start because it's only $100 to start. So I was actually used this to help my mom start her selling things online. She's into antiques and refinishing things. So I was like, we don't need any money to start up a website or to post on Etsy. So we made her a little Etsy shop and started her a PayPal account to send things. So yeah, it was inspiring, and that's how it relates to my industry. Thank you.